Hey race fans, welcome to Pick Six Fix and TripleCrownTrail.com. I want to remind everybody that we are running our free Triple Crown contest at TripleCrownTrail.com with Equiform past performances, analysis, videos, news, blogging, and other coverage of the Triple Crown. Free prizes for the Breeders' Cup 2011, free tickets, and a $750 traveling voucher, as well as a $750 Pick Six ticket that will be made with the help of Kerry Photius from Equiform.com. So moving along here, we are going to be taking a look at the Arkansas Derby and the Bluegrass Stakes. The Arkansas Derby has a lot of value in it if you're willing to look past the Derby favorite, the Factor, who is a very, very super fast runner. We'll see if anyone runs with him and tries to wear him down a little bit. His numbers are superior, but not really a good betting interest. I'm going to start off with Caleb's Posse. Caleb's Posse is, he doesn't have the breeding to go a mile and an eighth, but he seems like he's been outrunning that so far in his early career. He's a consistent horse. He has a very good morning line at 10 to 1. However, I expect a regression off of his last effort against the Factor, running second from the back of the pack. Next horse, Alternation. The horse is getting better. He's improving, but we don't know how much. He is a pretty solid late running horse. He's coupled with Caleb's Posse for Donnie von Hemmel, and he's at 10 to 1. He's got a little bit better breeding for the distance than Caleb's Posse, his stablemate. He's got a shot. We got to see how much this horse is willing to improve. He's on a fifth race, on his fifth race in a cycle here, and he's been ultra consistent, but he's stepping up big time now from Allowance Company to a Grade 1. So probably going to go a different direction here. Nero is a horse that ran huge in his last race at 36 to 1. You expect a horse to regress dramatically off of a huge effort like that, and this particular horse, with a lot of speed and his late running style, or kind of like a just off the pace type style, he runs the right form to be in contention. But at 5 to 1, I'm going to go a different direction, assuming that his last race was a little bit too much of an effort for him, and he's going to regress off of that. Next horse we're looking at is Elite Alex, who a lot of people had in their sights this year as a Triple Crown contender. I'm not on his bandwagon. He is a late runner. So I'm waiting for him to show up. This is a first-time blinker, so hopefully that'll give him a little bit more speed into him, keep him a little bit closer to the pace, and that should hopefully be a little bit, give him a little better shot in coming off of 15 lengths around the turn. Coming that far off the pace with the Factor that far in front is going to be very difficult, and changing your running tactics this time of year is not necessarily a negative thing, but if he hasn't shown the ability to run closer to the pace in his previous races, I'm not going to expect him to do it in the Arkansas Derby. So I'm going to be going a different direction than Elite Alex, and I think that he'll probably be bet down from his 8 to 1 morning line with Kelvin Burrell riding. The Factor is obviously the horse to beat. He's a front runner. He's got a lot of early speed, and he's got a lot of late speed. This particular horse is going to be tough to beat, but favorites get beat every single day, and if you're looking for value, you got to go a different direction. Brethren was disappointing in his last race as a favorite, running third. He did, when they eyeballed him in the middle of the stretch, he did fight, but he didn't have enough the last 200 or 100 yards coming home. He's been working very well, and he has run numbers that have been competitive here. He should push the Factor on the front end. Pletcher's got a couple of entries in here, so this could be the horse that pushes him. Now, he's a first-time blinker as well, so he's been working great. He's got his blinkers. He's going to be hopefully the factor that pushes the Factor and doesn't give him that early, easy lead, uncontested. So the Brethren is a important pace scenario horse for this race. He's got the breeding to go the distance and the connections His front running style will compromise his chances going up against the Factor, but I'm hoping that he puts a little bit of, just kind of gives the Factor a run for his money. Next horse is Sway Away, who's a little bit of an intriguing horse to me. I've always been a P-Val fan. He's shipping in. This horse should drop back, come running late. If he stays a little bit closer than he has in previous races, he has the breeding. First time blinker should give him that little bit of speed that he needs. He has shown the ability to hang with this class of horses, competing with the Factor, getting beat only 3/4 of a length in the Factor's first race of the year. So he didn't have the best bottom into him at that point in time. But Sway Away did run right with him at 7 furlongs. Stretching out now. We're going to see how it goes. Gomez jumps off. So we'll see. His best races have been under a mile. Now we're obviously going a mile and an eighth, so it's going to be a tall order. But I think his price will actually go up a little bit, so, being that he was beaten by 9 lengths in this last race. Truman's Commander. This is his first race on traditional dirt surface. He has a sprint pedigree. This is a 30-1 shot, coming off his second race of the year. He could improve off of his second start, and at 30-1, I'm not afraid to put him on my ticket in any sense. He's training like a madman, and the sprint pedigree we don't really like, but his running style just off the pace, he should benefit from that. Now, this horse did run such a big number compared to what he did as a 2-year-old, that good chance that he's going to bounce off of that. The 8-horse Dance City, another long shot front runner. This could be the pace setter Rabbit, a horse that's going to push the Factor. He's been working very well. He has matched up a couple of solid efforts, and I kind of like that about him. So we'll see how that goes. This could be Pletcher's Rabbit in the race, and we just don't know exactly how this horse is going to run. But I like his last 2 races, to be honest, and that's kind of how I look at him. I mean, I think that he has to improve dramatically to compete, in a stakes race, but I'm willing to give him a shot at a long price to hit the board. Arch is a horse that has been consistent. This is his home track. He's at an excellent price, and he's got the pedigree to go the distance. I would expect this horse to be fairly close and running with these horses late, second, third, fourth. But I don't have him winning. JP's Gusto has been training great. He's a Derby contender. He's got almost $600,000 in earnings. He's been on the board 7 out of 10 times, and he's firing bullets at the track. This is a horse at 15-1 that's got probably a pretty good chance of winning. He was pounded by the Factor in his last race, but we'll see how he returns in this race. At 15-1, JP's Gusto's got a shot. JW Blue, he's going to most likely regress off of his last effort. He does have the pedigree to run, and I kind of liked him in the last race at 50-1. And he did improve his position against these. Saratoga Red, another 30-1 shot off of 2 good races. He ran 4th in the Rebel with a little left in the stretch, so hopefully that race gave him some bottom to him. I think that race was better than it looked on paper. This is the 3rd off the layoff. He doesn't have a very strong route pedigree. So if you're looking to beat the Factor, you're not going to beat him on the front end. You got to look for some closers, and I've gone over the horses that I think have a chance. I wish everybody luck, and hope you have a chance to jump on to triplecrowntrail.com and play our free game and meet us at the Breeders' Cup for a shot at the Pick 6. Have a great day, and don't forget to check out Equiform as well, equiform.com, and we will be also putting up the Bluegrass Stakes analysis shortly.